Okay, so to celebrate the Madden PT YouTube channel passing 4 million views, which will happen here within the next 24 hours, my marketing thought of the day here is we're going to talk about YouTube channel and what you can do, my story of how I came to do it, and also how you can maximize your other marketing efforts. So we just passed 4 million views, or we were about to pass 4 million views. I just had my first video pass 1 million views, and yesterday I got a call, my first call with Google, that now that I'm about to, we're about to pass 10,000 subscribers, that we qualify for all these other things, including like a Google shopping or a YouTube shopping area. I forget exactly what they call it, and also that we can also create a paid channel as well for subscribers to go to. So anyhow, how did I get started in this? In the fall of 2010, I had a friend, Kevin Lutz, with Armstrong Printery, who handles all of our printing here at Madden PT. He invited me to an event that he was sponsoring by Jeffrey Gitomer. And I tried to blow it off, and it was a Friday morning. I was like, Kevin, I have a lot to do. I can't really do it. Well, anyhow, he told me that I had to do this, and I showed up, and I'm sure glad that I did. So I heard Jeffrey Gitomer talk. Jeffrey has been a writer for years and years and years, has a nationally syndicated business or sales column that was published all over the country, and he's had several New York Times best-selling books as well, including the most famous, which is the Little Red Book of Selling, which you might have heard of. That's a picture of Jeffrey on the back. Anyhow, so I walked out of there and I bought his full stack of books, and believe it or not, I read them. And the other thing that was included in the package was a ton of videos on sales and marketing, things along those lines. So anyhow, when I got back, the main message that I took away from that day was, hey, here's this guy who's been a writer for years and years and years, syndicated all over the country, and the thing that he's saying is, newspaper might be becoming obsolete, but it's dying a slow death, and there's this new thing called social media, and it's a tool, and you should learn how to use it because it's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. So he said, the world's not about you tweeting out your messages all day long of everything that you're doing in 140 characters or less and hashtagging everything, but there is a way to use this and do it successfully. So here's the little system that I came away with, and this is what I've been running with for 4 years, and it's extremely, extremely easy to do, and it sows a lot of other seeds into your other marketing materials that will definitely improve your ROI and your marketing efforts. So number one, the first thing you need is a camera. When I first started 4 years ago, this is exactly what I had. This is a flip camera with a little trusty tripod to steady everything. Yeah, never have somebody hold a camera. You always want a tripod or some sort of fixed surface, fixed stable foundation for your camera. This is obsolete now, so even though these were really handy, they cost about 140 bucks. I own 5 of them. They're all obsolete. Doesn't matter how many you own. You just stick this into your computer, and then you can download your video and then post it to YouTube. YouTube no longer recognizes the software here, so don't buy one of these on eBay or Amazon or anything like that. And the company's no longer around. But that's what I used initially. Now I have a Samsung Galaxy. You can record on this and easily post it directly to your YouTube account. If you don't know how to do it and you have kids, just ask your kids. They'll show you how to do it. It's usually 1 or 2 clicks. I have another camera too, which, let's see if we can see that right. That bad boy right there, that's a Canon. That's you don't need anything like that. Right now I'm recording this on a $20 Microsoft high definition webcam. So you don't need to get too fancy. That's for some of the other video creation that I do. But 1, you need a camera. 2, the thing that I did was I carry a little sticky note around with me or a little sheet of notebook paper, and the questions that I would repeatedly answer as a physical therapist, I found made great content for my video channel. So many times it would be, Mary or Joe at the end of their 12 visits for their stenosis, or 24 visits, whatever we saw them for, or 18 visits, and they would say, Chad, I'm not going to do every single one of these 12 exercises you gave me for the rest of my life. What are the 3 that I should stick with? And I would say, okay, you should do single knee to chest, double knee to chest, and hamstring stretch, or whatever it was that I shared, maybe LTRs or lateral trunk rotations. But the specifics don't matter as much as that became content. So I have my own little treatment system, and I would record that Friday. I would block out an hour, and I would record all these little sticky notes that I had of content, and then just post it. And in the beginning, it was anemic. Getting back to the y equals x to the nth, the growth is very slow in the beginning. But a couple of the videos began to catch on, and they were shared by other physical therapists or personal trainers all over the country. The thing that you really want to focus on there for the second step is just questions that you're answering every single day. Make great content, because a lot of other people, if you're hearing that 2 or 3 times a day or 2 or 3 times a week, a lot of other people have those same exact questions, and you can be the solution to that problem. Third thing is you need to post it. So again, grab one of your kids. They'll show you exactly how to post it. This, I know I can link it to my computer. I've never done that to download video content or anything like that. I always just use the 4G, the Wi-Fi, and post it in that manner, which you can easily do. Something else, you want to keep your video content 3 to 4 minutes, no longer. YouTube is very intuitive in terms of they offer statistics on audience retention. You want to keep it 3 to 4 minutes, and you want to talk to the camera just like you'd be talking with a patient. So you might have to use your imagination a little bit and just pretend like you're talking to a patient one-on-one. Just be very sincere, and that's the third step, is actually post it. So it's very easy to create a YouTube channel. You can figure it out in less than 30 minutes, if that, and you can begin posting content. Now, one of the secrets is there's something in there when you go into a button on your YouTube channel called Video Manager, and you can edit, and you can determine what it says in the video description. You can have people call you or email you or whatever it is, however you want them to respond to you, to get more information. Maybe you want to sell a book. Maybe you want to do, have people call to schedule an appointment or whatever it is, or call to request more information. You can very much determine what that is, or maybe you direct them to another website where you have more information or a different offer, something along those lines. The whole key with all this and your video content creation is that you're sowing seeds. Now you can sow those seeds and reap a huge harvest, or you can sow the seeds like I've done. And I never even really monetized my site other than just allowing Google to use other advertisers on my site. So it's not significant. I think in 2013 I earned a little over $13,000. That means that Google sent me a check monthly, and the total for the whole year was around 13 grand. And I'm averaging like 1,200 a month right now. But we do have over 200,000 views in a month. We have almost 10,000 subscribers as well, and that grew from doing nothing more than answering the most common questions that I was hearing day to day in the clinic. You can do that same exact thing and build your herd, your customer base. I highly recommend you read a really good piece called 1,000 True Fans by Kevin Kelly. I'll post a link in the video description here. But the thing that I would encourage you to do is, there's a huge harvest down the road to reap if you just begin making a little commitment to yourself on a weekly basis to record yourself and the knowledge that you have and the really good answers that you have to people's questions, and you begin helping them that way. I think YouTube is the number 2 place to go for answers right now when somebody wants to learn something. So you have that information, get it out there, begin recording yourself. Don't worry what it sounds like. I stutter all the time. I post it up unedited. We used to edit in the beginning. You don't need to do that. Just be sincere, be yourself, put it out there. So that's the marketing thought of the day. Hope this helps you out, and I will see you on Monday. Thanks, guys.